Okay, so you scored yourself a hot tub. Congrats.
Mini vacations right in your backyard. But between you and me, hot tubs, they're kind of notorious for needing a bit more attention than your, average inflatable
Yeah,
pool.
right.
But don't worry, though, you've come to the right place. Today's deep dive.
Turning you into a hot tub hero.
I like it.
We're talking sparkling, clean water, filters that could double as science experiments, in a good way, of course,
Of course.
and the secrets to banishing those cloudy water woes, all without needing a chemistry degree.
What's so fascinating about hot tubs is that maintaining one, well, it isn't just about aesthetics, it's about maximizing your enjoyment and the lifespan of your tub. We're talking about like understanding the why behind each step so you're not just going through the motion.
And speaking of steps, our sources break down hot tub maintenance into manageable chunks: daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, even a yearly checkup. Don't worry, we'll tackle them all. But first,
Yep.
let's talk about those unsung heroes, the ones working tirelessly behind the scenes.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, I kind of ignored filters in my old inflatable pool days.
Right.
Outside, out of mind, right? But in the hot tub world,
Non-negotiable.
and for good reason, your filter is responsible for removing everything from leaves and bugs, ew,
Yeah.
to microscopic particles you can't even see. Think body oils, lotions, even those sneaky skin cells we all shed.
Well, that's a good point.
One of the sources actually compares a clogged filter to trying to breathe through a straw. You might manage,
Yeah.
but it's going to take a lot more effort, and you're probably not going to feel great afterward. Your hot tub works the same way.
That is a visual I can get behind. And speaking of visuals, nobody wants to see or feel that gunk floating around. Our sources say a clean filter. It's not just about, the look. It's crucial for clear water. And it also helps your sanitizer work way more effectively.
Absolutely.
You know what that means? Less money spent on chemicals.
Precisely. It's a domino effect. A clean filter allows your sanitizer to do its job and to do it efficiently, which means you need less of it, saving you money and keeping your water balanced.
Speaking of clean, what's the game plan for keeping these filters in tip-top shape?
Our sources lay out a pretty straightforward routine.
Yeah, so on a weekly basis, a good hose down is going to be your best friend.
Okay.
But put down the power washer, high pressure, good. But those things, they can shred a filter faster than you can say cloudy water.
Wow, good to know.
Then, once a month, it's spa day for your filters. Grab a specialized cleaning solution. It breaks down all those stubborn oils and lotions that regular rinsing might miss.
Okay, so weekly rinse, monthly deep clean. Got it. But even with all that TLC, our sources, they're pretty adamant about replacing your filters yearly.
At least.
Or, here's a pro tip, invest in 2 sets of filters and rotate them every few weeks.
I love that. Think of it like this, okay? While one set is drying after a thorough cleaning, the other set is busy keeping your hot tub sparkling. This constant rotation, it not only ensures that your hot tub is always operating at its best, but it also extends the lifespan of your filters, so you're not replacing them as often, which, again, goes back to saving money.
Smart, like the old adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Right.
But in this case, it's also easier on the wallet. But now, brace yourselves, because we're about to dive into a topic that often has people scrambling for their chemistry textbooks.
Water chemistry.
Dun dun dun, don't worry, we're not going full-on lab experiment here.
Okay.
But trust me, understanding even just the basics of your hot tub's chemistry, it can really save you a lot of headaches and cloudy water down the road.
Okay, I'm all ears. Break it down for me. What are the key players in this whole hot tub chemistry game?
Okay, so think of it like this. Your hot tub water, it's like this delicate ecosystem.
The sources talk about 3 main factors, mainly: pH, sanitizer, and total alkalinity. So we got chlorine or bromine working as your sanitizer, and they all work together in keeping them in balance. Balance is key.
Balance, that's a word I can get behind, especially when it comes to hot tubs.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's start with pH. Basically, it measures how acidic or basic the water is.
Okay.
Our sources, they really emphasize that pH, it affects everything.
Yeah.
From how effective that sanitizer is actually working to the lifespan of your hot tub components. Like if that pH is too high, your sanitizer, it can't do its job properly, which leaves you vulnerable to, bacteria. Too low, and you risk, damaging your tub's equipment over time.
Oh, wow. So it's like a Goldilocks situation. Not too high, not too low, just right.
Yeah.
But how do we even find that sweet spot?
It's actually pretty simple. Test strips are going to be your best friend here.
Okay.
Our sources, they recommend checking your pH at least 2 times a week,
Okay.
or even daily if you're, a frequent soaker.
Right.
Just get in the habit.
Easy enough. Now, tell me more about this whole sanitizer thing, I'll admit. The thought of chemicals in my, relaxing oasis always makes me a little wary.
Yeah, I hear you. But here's the thing. Sanitizers like chlorine, bromine, they're essential. They're essential for keeping your hot tub water safe and free from, harmful bacteria.
Right.
They work by breaking down those contaminants, all that stuff we talked about earlier, sweat,
Hmm.
body oils, the occasional rogue leaf that gets in there.
Right, exactly. Okay, that makes sense. But I've heard, horror stories about people going overboard with the chlorine, ending up with red eyes and smelling like a swimming pool.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No.
That's why finding the right balance is crucial, and that's where alkalinity comes in.
Okay.
It acts like a buffer. It prevents those dramatic pH swings that can not only make the sanitizer less effective, but totally irritate your skin.
Right, so it's like the peacekeeper of the hot tub world, making sure everybody plays nice.
Exactly. And here's a surprising fact from our sources.
Yeah.
Those pesky chloramines, the ones that give off that really strong chlorine smell and can irritate your eyes.
Right, yeah.
They actually form when chlorine combines with contaminants in the water.
Wait, so more contaminants equals more chloramines.
You got it. That's why keeping your water clean and your filters in tip-top shape is so crucial. Helps prevent those chloramines from forming in the first place.
Okay, so less contamination equals less chlorine smell equals happier hot tubbers.
Exactly.
Got it, okay. But what about everyone's least favorite hot tub guest? Cloudy water. It's like the uninvited party crasher that just won't leave.
Ugh, the worst, right. So cloudy water, it's often a symptom of an imbalance in your hot tub's chemistry.
So it's like the hot tub sending us an SOS signal.
Exactly. It's telling us something is off. One of the most common culprits is something called bather load, which, imagine pouring a cup of tea into a small teacup versus a large pitcher.
Okay.
The teacup's going to be way more concentrated, right?
Yeah.
Our bodies are like those teacups.
Ah, okay. So we're bringing all sorts of stuff into the water with us.
Exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
And just like, that concentrated tea, those contaminants can quickly throw off the water's balance and boom, cloudy water.
So what's a hot tub owner to do? Give me the step-by-step, battle plan for banishing that dreaded cloudiness.
First things first, check your chemistry. Grab those test strips. See what's going on with your pH, alkalinity, and sanitizer levels.
Okay, got it. Test strips, at the ready. What's next?
Well, depending on what your test reveals, you might need to make a few adjustments. This could involve adding some chemicals to raise or lower your pH or alkalinity, or shocking your hot tub.
Shocking the hot tub. Now that sounds intense. Is it as dramatic as it sounds? It does sound kind of intense.
It's completely safe.
Like something out of Frankenstein movie. Is it safe?
It's totally safe. Shocking your hot tub.
Okay.
It's actually a regular part of hot tub maintenance.
Okay.
Think of shocking as a way to hit the reset button on your hot tub water. It's not even just about killing germs. It actually breaks down those organic contaminants that can cloud the water
Right.
and make your sanitizer less effective, all that stuff we keep talking about.
Right.
Oceans, body oils, even leftover sunscreen.
It's like giving your hot tub a deep clean, but on a molecular level.
Exactly.
Right.
Like taking a load of laundry with, stubborn stains and adding a stain remover to the wash.
Right.
It helps your sanitizer work better, makes your water crystal clear.
Okay, that makes sense. So if shocking is so great, then why does my water sometimes get cloudy after I shock it? It's like my hot tub is playing a prank on me.
I hear you. It can definitely feel that way.
Right.
But there are a few reasons this might be happening.
Okay.
One possibility is that your pH levels, they were off before you shocked the tub.
Okay.
Our sources really emphasize that, balanced pH, key for the shock to work.
Okay.
If the pH is out of whack, the shock treatment, it might not work as well. And it could even make the cloudiness worse.
So it's all back to the balancing act.
This-
Check your pH before you shock.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Are there other reasons why that cloudy water might be hanging around?
Yeah, absolutely. Remember how we were talking about hard water earlier?
Yeah.
If you have hard water, those minerals, they can react with the shock chemicals and actually cause cloudiness.
Oh, wow.
One of the sources mentioned using a pre-filter on your hose,
Yeah.
or even looking into water softening options if that's a recurring issue for you.
Good to know. Okay, so we've tackled filters, Chemistry, shocking. It feels like we've covered everything under the hot tub, son.
Almost. We can't forget about those pesky bubbles.
Oh, the bubbles.
Foam in the hot tub, not exactly the luxurious spa vibe
Right.
we're going for.
A little foam is fine. I've seen some hot tubs, though. They look like bubble bath gone wrong. What causes that?
You can blame it on those, like, tiny troublemakers we've been talking about all along. Contaminants. When soaps, lotions, even detergent residue from swimsuits mix with those, like, high-powered jets in your hot tub,
Right.
it creates a recipe for, like, foamageddon.
Foamageddon. I like that. Okay.
Oh, wait.
So the usual suspects strike again. What's a hot tub owner to do?
Prevention is key.
Okay.
Our sources, they're big on showering before you get in,
Okay.
rinsing off swimsuits thoroughly to get rid of any lingering, like, products.
Okay.
And it's not even just about showering, like, using high-quality chemicals that are specifically designed for hot tubs
Okay.
can make a big difference.
Yeah.
They tend to, like, leave less residue behind, so you're less likely to end up with that foam party.
Right. Right.
One more thing,
Okay. Shower power, quality chemicals check. Anything else?
don't forget to let your hot tub breathe.
Okay.
Like, our sources, they suggest opening the cover regularly to allow for some air circulation.
That makes sense. It's like cracking a window on a stuffy day.
Exactly.
Fresh air for the win.
Fresh air.
Well, I have to say, I feel like a hot tub expert now.
You're well on your way.
Seriously.
It's all about understanding the why behind each step,
Okay.
right? You can make those, like, informed decisions about your hot tub care.
And it's been amazing having you here to, like, break it all down
Well, it's been my pleasure.
in such a clear, understandable way.
Happy to be here. Happy to nerd out about hot tubs anytime.
Anytime. Well, that's a wrap on today's deep dive. We hope you learned a few tips and tricks to keep your hot tub sparkling clean and ready for, endless relaxation.
Yes.
Remember, a well-maintained hot tub, it's an investment
It is.
in your health,
Absolutely.
happiness,
Yes.
and those precious moments of peace and quiet, happy soaking.